rattly bones, and some old jokes. The Two Hawaii Dads Podcast.
It is the Two Hawaii Dads Podcast. Jason right here.
Justin right there. Thank you so much. Brother Hanson, level H, level V, Hawaii Events Unlimited, and he might be running for mayor.
I'm not going vegan. Not doing it.
Bro.
Not going to do it.
We talked about it. Enough gravy on top of your eggplant. It's going to all taste the same.
You think so?
You can do it.
I don't know about that eggplant.
That's what she
see
said.
Too many emojis. I can't get down with the eggplant.
You know, one thing actually I wanted to talk to Hanson about. What was his favorite promotion? Because, like you said, we were talking about all these promotions that he had.
Yep.
I remember the first. He would name numbers after, like Deuce. It would be like Deuces, and then the 5 Fridays. I mean, you've been around the block with him.
We didn't really talk about this too much during the interview, but me, Hanson and Jonah, aka Big Mox, Jonah Mona, he was a guest on the show, but aka Big Mox. Back in the day, back in the mid 2000s, we were all actual co-promoters of a party together called Flow.
Wait a minute, whoa! Are we breaking news?
No, we're not breaking news because that stuff is old news. That stuff is called.
Well, I mean, it's breaking news to me that you used to be a promoter.
I was a lot of different things. I was a strip club DJ in a
that's what I heard about that.
So hey,
that's breaking news.
Well, yeah, ring that bell. My point is that we all did that show. So if you ask me what my favorite Hanson Level H party was, it's easily Flow that we did at Old Lounge because we did local hip hop. We supported local hip hop. We were one of the few parties at the time that when we booked artists, local hip hop artists, we said, come in and we're going to pay you. We're not going to,
give you free tab.
Exactly. We're not going to give you free tab. We're not going to say base it off of how many people show up. It was like, no, you're coming, you're playing, you're getting paid. And at the time, that was kind of a big deal for some of the local hip hop artists.
I was going to say, is like, how much hip hop local promoters were there? I can probably count on one hand and then have change back.
Yeah, I mean the quality ones, yes, you can probably count on one hand. But at the time, back when we were doing it, there was a lot of talent out there. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to do something different between me, Hanson, and Mox. We wanted to bring something that the other guys weren't doing. We're trying to be inclusive, equal opportunity. Everybody gets to eat. You know what I mean? And at the time, the promoters that were out there were, I'm a promoter, but I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to get fed. You know what I mean? So we were out there trying to spread love, try to build the scene. I'm not saying there were other promoters that weren't doing the same thing. Shout out to Justin, aka DJ Bone. There were people out there that were for the scene, for what was going on, but we just thought that we could bring something different, and we tried to for a little while.
Was it a good vibes out there back? You say back in the day, mid 2000s.
We're talking 15 years ago, 10, 15, 17, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. And yeah, I mean, you had factions, but at the same time, that was what our party was trying to do, is provide that venue for everybody. And I don't know, it was cool. And I think Hanson still does that right now with his parties that he's still doing and hopefully will continue to do when all this quarantine COVID-19 stuff is over. He offers a lot of options to a lot of different people, and he's always been good about doing that. So shout out to Level 8, shout out to Hanson. We got to get into the sports update though, because that's what we do. And looking at J.I. Ray, we know that you've been keeping up with soccer. What's up with soccer?
Soccer is, the English Premier League is set to start later on next month. I know you're going to be following it. I know you are. Set those DVRs for early in the morning.
Okay.
But I read online today is that in a opinion piece that I browsed through, is that the sports in America need to watch these English European soccer leagues, how they open up and take what they are going to do and implement it. Now, I have no idea how they're going to do the seating and whatnot, but I guess you could say guinea pigs right now, the European soccer
Not
leagues.
necessarily guinea pigs, but you're right. Everybody's going to look towards those who are doing it first to pattern and model and do things and work off of that after. The problem with the United States, I'm hearing, is that so many of our sports, when they do resume, are going to resume without crowds. They're going to resume in empty arenas.
What I need right now is for when the Philadelphia Eagles play this year, all I need is blow up dolls in the end zone. That's what I need.
You need
everybody looks surprised.
Korean plastic to help you out. When,
hey, but I
did Eagles fly in the end zone.
I heard this said on a radio show. Those sex dolls aren't sex dolls until you have sex with them. They're just mannequins.
With extra holes.
But anyway, everybody looks surprised, like I said. So I was thinking, like, hey, wait, that's a great point. They're just mannequins.
You're right.
Until you do something with it.
You're right. Well, you know what a Major League Baseball player is until they come back and start playing this season?
What?
Just some donkey sitting at home.
This is close to your heart, man.
I'm mad. I want to watch baseball, and it seems like these guys are just going to sit at home because they're not going to get paid. And I understand it, but I don't like it.
The gripe is this is a union thing, right? Union and the owners.
Well, they think that the owners are all rich and they've got all this money to throw at it. And they're like, yeah, we still want to get paid. And the owners are like, well, we can't handle this. You guys got to take a cut too. But when they're talking about guys like, I think Jarrett Cole, who's like the top guy, like some of the top paid players.
He just got signed. He went to the Yankees. That was your boy.
Yeah, $20-something million, right? But under the terms of this deal, they get something like $8 million. So, yeah, they're taking a cut. But at the same time, $8 million. During COVID-19.
I mean, you gotta know your worth, and if he thinks he's more than $8 million, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I'm saying
no pitching.
There's some rich people who are complaining that they're not getting richer, and I have a hard time feeling bad about that.
What about replacement players? Will you be okay with replacement players?
No, I just think they're going to cancel a season, and it'll be that. And you know, I haven't wanted to say this for a very long time because I believe that baseball wasn't going to go away. But COVID-19 could very well kill Major League Baseball if they keep playing.
Are you ready for more A-Rod TikToks?
No. Haven't watched one. Don't plan to watch another. A-Rod.
What? You telling me you haven't watched one A-Rod J-Lo TikTok? I'm in it just for the J-Lo part.
Was he taking steroids before he did it?
Like, who knows? I know where the steroids going right to bringing J-Lo's butt. That's
don't share. Sorry. J-Lo's a good hook, but A-Rod, no thanks. So that's the Major League Baseball situation. If you're a hockey fan out there, from what I understand, if NHL even comes back, they're like, regular season, forget it. We're just going to do the playoffs. And if we do the playoffs, it'll be in like a certain location where it's okay to do it.
I don't know. Then if they end up doing it that way, that's just asterisk. Why would anybody recognize
why even have
anything like that? Yeah, well, why even have the season? But, you know, what are you going to say if I'm the Philadelphia Flyers? I'd be like, I'm 2020 and Stanley Cup champions, and I just ran the table in the playoffs.
Well, bro, same with the NBA right now because NBA season is supposed to be going on. Like, they haven't scratched it yet, but you can assume that there will be no NBA playoffs. Like, just do you really think NBA playoffs?
I say no. I honestly think there's going to be no. The people that really, really want this to come back are degenerate gamblers. That's what I think it is. I think there's so much money being lost in the casino. I mean, we were talking about earlier. Vegas is opening up, so the books are going to be, opening up pretty soon. They're probably taking future bets right now.
Well, the good thing about Vegas is that Vegas provides opportunities for two other sports, and we're talking about mixed martial arts and boxing. And from what I've read online is that both of those sports are making plans, and it is happening. UFC will be holding events in Vegas at their facility in Las Vegas as soon as they're able to. Like they're going to raise the restrictions, and then there's going to be a pay-per-view in Vegas like that weekend.
Well, they did it once, and I guess I didn't see it. I didn't read much about it as far as what the numbers came back, if it was profitable. Who knows? I mean, like there were some fighters saying it sounded weird and there was no crowded, but they're gonna do it anyways because nobody said nothing.
Oh, and that's the thing is until somebody complains, until something happens, people are just they're gonna keep it moving. They're gonna keep pushing until something causes them to step back, basically.
Right.
So
I gotta be honest, I kind of lost touch with who's the champion right now because it's been out of sight, out of mind.
You know what's more important to me is what's going to happen with my kids' swim classes this summer.
That is true. I mean,
my kids
hell,
in the pool.
2 months
We
from
gotta
now.
get that pool open because as of last week, pools are now back open. My kid needs to get out and get some sun.
Are you gonna let the little one jump in a pool?
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
The pool, you don't got to worry about the water. You've got to worry about how close you are to the other kids in the water.
Yeah, but what about the boogers that float around? You're not gonna, some floaties?
Again, from what I understand from the science, the water
Depends how much, how much chlorine's in there.
And that was the same argument before they canceled the swimming classes. Like I was all for taking my kid to swimming lessons because from what I understand, the chlorine kills all of those viruses to begin with. If you're doing the chlorine the right way, that's why it's there.
If your eyes are burning, that means it's working.
Well, you're absolutely right. And when you get out, if you're washing your hands and staying the F away from other people, what's the problem?
How do you think the instructors? Do you think the instructors are going to be kind of more hands-offish or more hands-on in shish?
Honestly, I would not be surprised to see the instructors at swim class wearing masks.
Wearing masks, and I think they if anything,
water, right? Because they're going to be above the water. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're wearing masks. But other than that,
class size maybe takes a little hit, maybe less, half.
My kid was in a class of maybe 4 kids to begin with.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, I'm not.
Okay.
That's the thing is like I'm not worried. Like I was the one taking my kid to swimming class. I'm not really worried. That's the thing. Of all the things to be worried about, I'm not worried about swim class. I'm more worried about after swim class if she's too close to other people after swim class. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you're swimming and you're in the water and you're doing all that, the only person you got to worry about is really the teacher who's grabbing you. And as long as I know those teachers are not sick, I'm straight.
Well, that's good. Good for you. I mean, you're not letting people would say quote unquote fear drive you.
I'm not letting COVID-19 get me down. I'm still gonna live my life.
I'm not afraid. Let me live.
But at the same time, I'm putting on my mask. I'm still looking at other people for not putting on their mask. I'm still using the hand sanitizer. It's about having that measured approach. You just got to be smart about it. And that's what it is. Don't be scared. Don't freak out. Just be smart. And everything will be all right.
It's a good point, bro. It's a good. Well, good luck to you. At what you guys go, Leahi? Is it Leahi Swim School?
That's where we're going. Shout out to Leahi Swim School. Hopefully, we'll get that email soon saying that classes are going to restart. You got any?
Well, summertime is right on the corner, bro.
I was gonna say, you got any big plans for the boys for coming up in the summer? Anything that you're gonna try and get them into this year?
I got to be honest, bro. The past couple weeks, months have been like just focus on work and make sure everybody's safe. I haven't even thought about outside, sign up for park league basketball or soccer or whatnot. I've been just so busy just trying to stay employed, to be honest.
I'm still trying to make sure the mortgage is going to get paid.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
We still got that around the corner. But you know what? We're going to hang in there, and that is why we keep doing this here on the Two Hawaii Dads podcast. Hopefully you like what you hear. You like what you see. We're going to be providing more opportunities for you to support the show and to give back. You still have an opportunity to get signed up for that COVID-19 stimulus package from the Two Hawaii Dads and Detail Garage. Go to twohawaiidads.com right now to sign up. You've got probably less than 24 hours to get signed up for your chance to win. That is coming up as well. And then, we need people to rate, review, subscribe, but we also need sponsors. We have sponsorship opportunities available here on the show, so please get in touch. Jason at twohawaiidads.com or Jason at twohawaiidads.com. Email one of us, slide into our DMs, hit you.
It's safe in the water.
Whatever way you can, reach out if you are a supporter of the show, because we need all the support that we can get. Any last words, my friend?
No, just again, thanks to Hanson, thank you to Detail Garage, and looking forward to next week already. But these, I gotta be honest, COVID's kind of been dragging, but like week to week, it's like the weekend's here. It's like, oh man, we can start planning for the next show, get our next guest in. It's gonna be fun. I'm super excited already for next week.
And that's the fun part about this show, is that we are still doing it. We're still talking to other dads out there who are doing it as well. And we appreciate each and every one of you out there who are listening to this and continuing to do it for yourselves through this COVID-19 situation. It is a challenge. This is not easy for anyone. So keep up the good fight, all right?
Yep,
that's
for
just
sure.
right there.
Jason on the other side. We are the two Hawaii dads. Thank you so much for joining the show.
We'll see you next week. Aloha.
Love you.
The Two Hawaii Dads Podcast. Prepare yourself for some dad jokes.